zealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said,
Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact of them here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me, and let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around.
Hey, Shalom Israel. We are the ISUPK, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahawadah. And this is the ISUPK Orlando Saturday class. So like it. I am your teacher, priest, and officer of 500 Chaanak Yahawadah. And we're going to get it in, y'all. To the brothers, Yahawadah Shabrak Thumb. To the sisters, Yahawadah Bashem Yabashah. Let's rock it out, y'all. Why to everybody that joined, to everybody that's online, the chats. Esther Garcia in the chat. That's it so far. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's tawab. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? Y'all surviving this oppression, surviving this kingdom. You know what I mean? As these so-called pagan holidays rolling around, I know it's going to be hard for a lot of y'all just entering this walk. You feel like you got to go against your family, your peers, your kids, your husbands or wives, your boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever but knowing that you coming to serve the Lord, you got to make a choice. You either going to choose the Lord or you're going to choose your family. Now, we all know Christ said that if you put anybody before him, mother, sister, brother, husband, wife, daughter, son, father, you're not worthy to be his disciple. So just keep that in mind as y'all battle, you know what I'm saying, these pagan holidays. And it's better to obey God than man. You know what I mean? So if you having a hard time trying to grasp that going to your mama house on Thanksgiving, being around your family when they're celebrating these pagan holidays, just know that by doing that, by not celebrating it, that you're honoring and serving the Lord. But for those of you that's not willing to make that sacrifice, that's not willing to stand up for the Most High, don't think He's gonna stand up for you. Like, obedience is way better than anything that you can do. Know what I mean? So when the Lord is telling you to be obedient, is in these times right here most important. You know what I mean? Because you could say you don't eat shrimp, crab, pork, or lobster, none of that, but you still celebrating holidays. You still celebrating these pagan holidays. And that's you still going against the Most High. Even though you're not eating shrimp, you eating ham, you celebrating, you worshiping other gods. And what people don't understand is these other nations and your oppressor made it tradition for you to worship other gods, for you to serve other gods, for you to participate in pagan rituals and festivals and feast days. Now it's coming tradition to eat Thanksgiving ham, to eat Christmas ham, to celebrate Nimrod and the worship and Salute. Salaki, I'm forgetting the damn name. I'm saying it right. The worship of Christmas, the worship of um, uh, Valentine's Day, New Year's, uh, um, Halloween, birthdays. Like, all of these things are not in the scriptures for you to celebrate. But what is in the scriptures to observe and to do, all the feast days of the Lord, Hanukkah, the Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, blowing of the trumpets, Feast of Tabernacle. What's the other one? Day of Atonement. Like, all these days, all these feast days are the days we're supposed to observe, and Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans don't even know. But they know they're oppressors. Holidays. So that's why today's class is God hates your holidays and you love your oppressor. Because when you celebrate your holidays, you saying you hate God and you love your oppressor. So who's told you to celebrate Thanksgiving? Who told you to celebrate Christmas? birthdays, Valentine's Day. Your oppressor did. So you want to listen to your oppressor before you listen to your power. And that's the crazy thing about it. Because all America has showed you is that they do not care for Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They don't want to be a part of you. They don't want you to be a part of anything they got. They don't even want you in this country. And for you to be a loyal slave and celebrate the holidays that they tell you to celebrate is a perfect example of a people destroyed and sympathizing with your oppressor. Stockholm syndrome, we like to call it. You know what I'm saying? So today, we just gonna bring out scriptures that support this whole topic. God hates your holidays, and you love your oppressor because you hate the Lord, and you will not hearken to his word. You know what I mean? So we gonna get into it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The water for y'all bearing with me. Being here, holding it down with me. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Any questions? You know what I mean? If anybody got any questions, you know what I'm saying? Now's the time. Go on and put it in your chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat. So yeah, if y'all got any questions, we gonna we'll answer them. If not, we're gonna get right into it. All right, the first scripture we're gonna grab is this. One second. First scripture we're gonna grab is Malachi 3:6. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna grab this one first to let you know what you might think you know you don't know about the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Malachi 3:6. And it says, for I am the Lord, I change not. Why is that important? For he says, I am the Lord and I change not. That's so important because Christianity, I try to tell you or try to teach you that the God of the New Testament is not the same God of the Old Testament. That the things that God denied in the Old Testament that he accepts in the New Testament. Or the things that the things that he did allow in the Old Testament, he don't allow in the New Testament. And that's just simply not true. Because the Lord said, for I am the Lord and I change not. I mean, I'm the same from Genesis to Revelations. Like whatever I tell you that to do, you're supposed to do it from then on now. Whatever I tell you to don't do, you're not supposed to do it from then to now. You know what I mean? So you can't sit here and tell me that, oh, the Lord allows you to eat pork because the laws are done away with. That ain't even true. Or the Lord allows you to celebrate pagan holidays because Christ died for our sins. Yeah, Christ died for the sins that we didn't know we were committing. Christ didn't die on the cross just for you to sin. He died and on the cross for you to be forgiven of the sins that you didn't know was a sin. And to help you turn your life around and have you to let you have a connection back with your power. He didn't die for you to keep doing the same thing you've been doing. And then every day you just asking the Lord to forgive you or asking Christ to forgive you. You know what I'm saying? He didn't. What sense would that make? So you must understand that the Lord ain't changed his mind on certain things, especially with these pagan holidays and these idol worship. He didn't change his mind on that. So whatever you thinking, whatever you feel like Christianity has taught you, you need to reevaluate yourself and what you believe in. So that's just let's just get that clear. Let's get that clear and out the way that the Lord has not changed his mind from the beginning of time until Yahawadah kingdom come. He changed not. You know what I'm saying? So we'll drop that one. Let's get Deuteronomy 12. See if I want to go here first. This is crucial. Like a lot of y'all about to see where y'all stand at with the Lord come Thanksgiving time. A lot of y'all finna see if y'all really believe in these scriptures or y'all believe in the traditions of men and what your oppressors have taught you to believe in. Your oppressor tell you what to believe and what not to believe. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mindset of a slave if he let somebody else make him believe something that ain't true. Darn man. So we're gonna go to Deuteronomy 12 and 29. You know what I mean? Going to 12 and 29. And let's see what the Lord say about, us celebrating these holidays and following our oppressors. It's like it. Deuteronomy 12 and 29. When the Lord thy God shall cut off the nations before thee. Now, this is when we're heading into our land. When we done came out of Egypt, and the Lord is telling us to go here and go there and unalive these people and unalive them people and need none alive. The Lord is doing that for the nation of Israel because, for one, we coming out of 400 years of slavery in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? So we had to spend 40 years in the wilderness, for one, to get our mind right. You know what I'm saying? To build up and multiply as a nation and to cut off the people that didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, didn't want to follow the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like when the Lord swallowed up them people with the earthquake, then was everybody that was bucking and going up against the Lord. So this is saying when the Lord cut the nations off before thee, whether thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them and dwellest in their land, take heed to thyself, that thou be not snared by following them. The Lord is telling you right now, do not follow these other nations. Yeah, when you in your land and you go by and you see these other nations doing what they're doing, don't follow them. This been from, this been a commandment since coming out since the Exodus. You know what I mean? Because the Lord knew that we was accustomed to following other nations, turning our back on our power and doing what other nations do because for some reason it looks appealing. Or we was just like that. So the Lord said, don't follow them. After that, they be destroyed from before thee, and thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise. See, that go to show you right there. He said, don't ask what they do and why they do this and be intrigued and studying Rastafarian and Muslim and Buddhism and that let these nations serve their God. And this is the thing that we got to understand. You are not a nation of everybody. You know what I mean? You're a nation of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of the 12 tribes of Israel. You shouldn't be concerned about what the Chinese nation doing or the Arab nation doing or what the African nation doing. That is not none of your business. You shouldn't even care. And this is why you shouldn't care. I'm going to give you a precept right now. Why you shouldn't care about what these other nations doing. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord. And if you know what holy means separate. So the Lord is telling you, you're a separate nation of people unto the Lord. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. The Lord chose Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to be special unto himself. Like the Lord, Most High Power called you special, man. That should mean something. That should mean something to a people has been told that they wasn't nothing special, that they was beneath average, that they was nothing, that they was homeborn slaves. You know what I mean? The Lord said otherwise. The Lord said that you are a special people unto yourself. Unto himself. Above all people. The Lord said you not only special, but you above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's why you shouldn't wonder. That's why you shouldn't care about what other nations doing, about what other people are doing. Because the Lord said that you special. He chose you to be above everybody on the face of the earth. Then that should mean a whole damn lot for you, for people that have been told that they was less than cow dung. You've been treated less than that. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to bring that out. Why the Lord and why it shouldn't even matter about what other nations are doing, because you special. You special to the Most High. Verse 31 in Deuteronomy 12. Thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy God, for every abomination to the Lord which he hateth have they done unto their gods. The Lord said they have created abomination in serving their God, which he hates. The Most High hate that. So don't you do it. You know what I'm saying? For even their sons and their daughters have they burnt in the fire to their gods. These people burn their children. These people were burning their children, calling themselves serving and sacrificing unto their God. The Lord said, don't you do it. Because that's what they're doing is an abomination unto me. So that's what you should understand. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why the Lord told us this. He told us don't even worry about how they serve their God and worry about the other nations because you are special. Your Lord chose you. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta believe that. Let's go to Deuteronomy 18 and 9. And these are all the things that the Lord was telling Moses to tell to the people. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, them coming out of slavery, that's all they was used to is being servants. So when the Lord was like, okay, no, you are a people, you are a nation, you my nation, I chose you. He had to teach us and give us the blueprint on how to have the spirit of the Lord, how to represent him down here on earth. So Deuteronomy 18 and 9. And when thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. Like he was saying in chapter 12. Don't learn how to celebrate Christmas. Don't learn how to celebrate Thanksgiving. Don't learn how to celebrate Valentine's Day or New Year's or Halloween. Don't learn that because these are abominations to the Most High that the other nation do. You know what I mean? And we're not like the other nations. So that's what the Lord's telling us. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, hey, shalom, young man Nathan. So that's what the Lord is just keep reiterating to this. Don't learn how to, follow these other nations. Don't even worry about it. And this is why self-awareness is important, because if you don't have an identity, you're gonna take on everybody else's identity. You know what I mean? You're gonna follow things that you say that feels good to you and you might think pertain to you, but they don't pertain to you. You have a whole identity in these scriptures. You know what I mean? You got a whole identity. You got a whole existence in this world. And it's not who and what your oppressor tells you it is. You know what I mean? That's not it. So drop that. Let's get Let's get Amos 5 and 21. Ain't gonna bring it all that. You know what I mean? Because our people need to know this. And the more you learn and the more you know, the better off you be in times to come, like these pagan holidays and stuff like that. How to fight, how to stay away from, how not to feel, you know what I'm saying, guilty about serving the Lord. Because that's what your family gonna try to make you do. They're gonna try to make you feel guilty about not coming over to grandma's house. They're gonna make you feel guilty about not celebrating, you know what I'm saying, your son or your daughter, or your mother, or your father's birthday. They're gonna try to make you feel guilty about serving the Lord because that's what you're doing when you don't observe all those. And it be hard, you know what I'm saying, at first coming into the truth. That's why you need to stay around the brotherhood and get counsel on it. So you'll build up strength, you know what I'm saying, and put on that armor of you know what I'm saying, discernment and not feeling, you know, a certain type of way. So Amos 5:21. You know what I'm saying? And these are the most high words verbatim. You know what I mean? And it reads, I hate, and this is, listen to what the Lord says. This is the funny thing about it. Like a Christian will tell you that the Lord loves everybody and everything, that he don't hate nobody. Like they make you feel like God is all love because they don't want the punishment that comes with disobeying him. So they want to tell you that, oh, God loves, God loves, God loves. But isn't our God our Father, like a father to us? You know what I mean? Like your dad, yeah, he love you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we love our kids. But when it comes time to chastising them and giving them right, doesn't mean that we love them less because we, you know, give them correction. No. So Amos 5:21 says, I hate. And that just kills any Christian that say the Lord don't hate. He telling you he hate. I hate. I despise your feast days. What feast days is he talking about? Is not Thanksgiving a feast? Not when you get together with people and y'all eat and y'all drink and y'all talk. A lot of y'all smoke. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all cook a whole bunch of dishes and bring them to one house. That's a feast. The Lord said, I hate and despise your feast days. And I would not smell in your solemn assemblies. You know what I'm saying? Like when that food, like when we used to sacrifice goats and lambs and bullocks to the Lord, that sweet savory, the smoke, that's a sweet savory to the Most High. You know what I mean? He liked to smell that. But the Lord said he's not going to smell that on your pagan holidays. No, he's not going to smell that Thanksgiving ham or that deep fried turkey that you cooking or any of that food that you preparing. The Lord is not, it's not sweet and savory to him. And it says, though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Meaning, just like I said, you in there cooking that Thanksgiving ham, that Christmas ham, deep frying that turkey, Christmas turkey, Thanksgiving turkey, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And when you say your prayers and you say, bless this food, the Lord is not hearing that. He ain't hearing it, not one little bit. And he said, I will not accept them. Like, nah, he ain't gonna accept you talking about, Lord, bless this food that we're about to receive for the nourishments of our body. Oh, you know what I'm saying? He is not listening to that. bless this pig. Why would the Lord bless something that he called an abomination? Like, make sense. Since y'all want to be like, oh, the Bible contradicts itself or anything. No, the Bible does not contradict itself. You just don't understand or know what the hell you're talking about. Because you don't read, you don't study, or you don't follow the Lord's commandments. So you wouldn't understand what the Lord is talking about. But one thing he never accepted is anything that he told us not to do, he's not accepting it. Like, he said, neither will I regard the peace offering of your fat beast. Right. Nothing that you cooking on Thanksgiving and Christmas, the Lord is going to accept. He's not accepting none of it. He don't want no partakes in it. He don't care about it. You can't make him care. You can't put it in your mind that, oh, I'm doing right in the sight of the Most High. Because Christianity has twisted, you know what I'm saying, your mind and your faith in and believing that something that ain't true. You know what I mean? So, and it says, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows, but let judgment run down as water and righteousness as a mighty stream. The Lord ain't trying to hear no jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. The Lord ain't trying to hear happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. He ain't trying to hear none of that crap. No jingle bell. He ain't trying to hear that. What song? What's that song? Wish you Merry Christmas to each one of you. That song, The Temptation. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Don't have me up here clowning. But he ain't trying to hear none of those. He said, take that noise away from me. I ain't trying to hear that. Y'all over here celebrating Nimrod. Know what I mean? Y'all over here celebrating Nimrod. The Lord is not trying to hear that. So the Lord said he hates your feast days. He hates your offering, everything you cooking. Do not offer it up. Do not ask him to bless it because he's not doing it. And he changed not. He's not changing. You know what I mean? So, why? Because the Lord chose you to be a special people unto himself. Yeah. What this brother said. Yeah, that's right. That's what they did. So the Lord ain't doing none of that. Okay, let's drop Amos. Let's get you know what? This is the thing. Because our people don't know who they are and don't know what they're supposed to be doing, we've been taking on other customs and other nations' heritage and other nations' nationalities like we're African American. But do you know in a time that it was considered a crime to call yourself a Jew. So if it was a crime to even be a Jew, that means it was a crime to do anything that the Jews did. And this is the thing. In Second Maccabees, we're going to Maccabees, the Second Maccabees 6:6 in the Apocrypha, in your Apocrypha. If you don't have this, you don't have the full version of the 1611 Bible. You do not have the complete Bible. Get your Apocrypha. Let's go to Second Maccabees 6:6. So you'll know that this is not no new thing. The book of Second Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 6. No, that's you know what? We got a little time today. We're gonna start at 6, the first chapter. Second Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 1. And it says, not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their father. You see that? These other nations round about you, including your oppressor, always trying to get you to discontinue from your heritage. This could put a wedge between you and the Most High Power. Because the way you stay connected with the Lord is by following his laws, statutes, and commandments. This is nothing new. They've been doing this. Every time the Lord's chosen people get conquered by another nation, that's the first thing they do, to try to get you to turn away from his laws, statutes, and commandments, because them knowing that if they can do that, they can rule over you. But if they cannot, the Lord will fight for you and, rain judgment down on them. So keep that in mind. And to not live after the laws of God, and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter, Olympus, and that the garrisons of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the places. So they wanted you to change the names and everything in the Lord's temple to paganism. You see? That's what they was trying to do. And in Psalms, it said they take crafty counsel against our hidden ones. How they do that? They make paganism a tradition. They made it into a holiday and turned it into a whole family thing. So now you just done lost the illusion. You got the illusion of, I'm doing this for family. Oh, this is just tradition. We've been doing this. No, you have not. Because the Lord knows that these so-called pagan holidays, these holidays are pagan worship. You're becoming idolatrous. Let's keep reading. The coming of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people, meaning that we knew that these things were abominable unto the Most High, that we shouldn't be doing it. It was grievous. You know what I'm saying? And they called it mischief. Verse 4. For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places. Does anybody know what they're saying? Does anybody know what they're saying? It says, for the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places. Meaning they was in there popping whores in there, man. They was in our holy place, in our temple, the temple that we dedicated to the Most High Power, the God of Israel. They was in there having sex with prostitutes and whores. In the temple, in the holiest of holy places. That's what your oppressor and the other nations done when they conquered you. Let's read. And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful. And besides that, not just that they was in there having orgies and sex with harlots and prostitutes, they was bringing in things that was unlawful. That you could probably, if an Israelite was doing that or a Jew was doing that, you would get killed. And these times, if you got caught or somebody told the Levite, the priesthood, that you was eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, you was getting your head cut off. That you was being a adulteress, sleeping with other men, other men that wasn't your husband, or sleeping with another man's wife, you was getting your head cut off. But when the other nations conquered, they tried to transform their traditions into your tradition. And these are talking about the so-called Romans and Greeks who conquered, the Jews. Verse 5, the altar also was filled with profane things which the law forbiddeth. They were sacrificing swine. They was eating crab, shrimp, and lobster on the altar of the Lord. Just totally disrespecting the Most High. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Sabbath days. See there? Or ancient feasts. What feast they talking about? Feast of dedication, the Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the Feast of Tabernacles. All these feasts that we were not able to do because they told us we couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. They wouldn't even allow you to call yourself an Israelite. They stopped you from practicing all the Israelite customs, following the laws, following the commandments, doing everything that the Lord commanded you to do. They say, better yet, you can't even call yourself a Jew. Don't call yourself a Jew. Never again. You call yourself a Jew, we're going to throw you in prison. Or we're going to kill your family, burn down your house. This is verse 7. And in the day of the king's birth, every month they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. And when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to packages carrying ivy. Read verse 8. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathens, meaning they got together. He wrote to everybody that was around the children of Israel, the Edomites, the Moabites, the Amorites, the Ishmaelites, the Hamites, the white man, the Chinese man, the Japanese man, the Arab man, and the so-called African man. He wrote all a decree to everybody. Same way today. By the suggestion of Ptolemy. Y'all know who Ptolemy is. He was a Greek, Roman, against the Jews. See, this is not against everybody. This is only against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I mean? That they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices. See that? See? This ain't nothing new. This just ain't started. You ain't just started doing this come to predate the end of slavery. They've been doing this to us. They've been trying to change you and make you a part of them. Only to follow their customs, not to make them their equal. Just so you can stop serving your God and serve them as your God. They wanted you to believe that they were your God. Let's keep going. And whosoever will not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death. You know what I'm saying? So they said if you wasn't serving and doing what they told you to do, we was put to death. So what you think gonna happen then? You know what I mean? Then might a man have seen the present misery, meaning that they will bring you in front of the city and put you to death in front of everybody to use a scare tactic. The same way they did to us in slavery days, how they will bring the strongest man on that plantation and do horrible abominations to that man in front of everybody. How they would take a man's manhood in front of his wife and his children. And then what kind of image is that putting in the minds of your family? That's saying you can't protect us against this man. This man is mightier and stronger than you are. So I'm going to obey him because you can't protect me. That's how it starts. That's what they did to us. Let's read verse 10. For there were two women. Hey, how about some show record? Thought what's going on, Troop? Hey, let me what's going on, Troop?
Salam Yabashin Shabakatah.
What's going on with it, man?
And we too, sir, just checking in, clocking in for another one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I know y'all be caught in throughout the whole week, but don't forget about me on Saturday, bruh.
Cause, sir,
Don't forget about bruh, man. Don't forget about, know what I'm saying? Don't forget about your boy.
cause, sir.
We in Maccabees, the second Maccabees chapter 6. We on verse 10.
All right, cause, finna go there.
When you got it, just go ahead and read it for me if you could. Second Maccabees 6 and 10. We just giving a little background on how the Gentiles and the heathens made made celebrating their pagan holidays our tradition. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Jeff? Made serving their gods and idolatry a tradition for the Jews, a tradition for the Israelites, and made it to where if you didn't do it, we was put to death. We was tortured. We was doing all kind of things. They did all kind of things to us. And this is just a background to let you know that what you're doing now is not new. They've been had this agenda. Like I said before, early in Psalms, they have been took crafty counsel against the Lord's hidden and chosen. You with me?
Cause, sir. You said that's second Maccabees 6 and 10?
Right.
Cause, I got it, sir.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Warrior.
It's the book of second Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 10. For there were two women brought who had circumcised their children.
Look, we were still trying to do what we knew what was right. You know what I mean? We still were trying to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. Just like now, just like in the slavery days, when slavery first came, and throughout slavery, we was bucking, rebelling, trying to find a way to still, you know what I'm saying, do our thing. Escaping, you know what I'm saying? Because under this oppressor, it was hell. Kiri.
Cause, whom when they had openly led around about the city, the babes handing at their breasts, they cast them down headlong from the wall.
You know what that means?
Salakia. That
Go
mean
ahead.
they killed them.
Yeah, they threw them down from the wall. They say these women didn't hide the fact that they circumcised their children. They didn't hide it. They was walking around openly. You know what I mean? And when the oppressor found out that they did that, they threw their babies from the wall. They said they were still on the breast. They were still breastfeeding. And they threw the babies from the wall. That's crazy.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't that kind of the same thing during slavery? I might got it wrong. Well, like when weren't babies getting thrown like overboard, like off the ships?
Babies and women.
Okay.
It was some women was jumping overboard because they said they'd rather die than to go into slavery. Some people was jumping. Even when they made it to the Americas, they was doing these things. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to show a pattern, give y'all some receipts to show y'all that this ain't nothing new. They've been doing this to the Lord's chosen people. They've been doing this. They was doing that to make the people submit to their will. This is the same thing now. Look at what Trump did. He cut the food stamps off for a time, threatening y'all with starvation, threatening the Democrats, and the most majority of the Democrats are blacks and Hispanics. And until y'all gave in, the same thing. All right. And then not only that, the people that's supposed to be leading us, they made it to where they tried to use them to convince us to join with them. The Al Sharptons, the Jesse Jackson, the Martin Luther Kings, them and everybody else. And then we get First Maccabees 1:11.
Come.
Because you got the same type of people that's over the children of Israel right now, that's telling us to join with Trump and telling us Trump is the best. They got people so blindfolded and twisted that they making it seem like Trump is the best thing that happened to us since mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't even eat mayonnaise, but I know, like, since, like, you know, they swear that joining our oppressor is the best thing that's going to help us survive this. How is joining our oppressor is the best thing that's going to happen to us when we're trying to get away from our oppressor? First Maccabees 1:11, when you got it, true.
Con.
Go ahead.
It's the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel
Out of who?
wicked, out of Israel,
Out of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
out of Israel, wicked men,
Wicked men, your Al Sharptons, your Jesse Jacksons, your Martin Luther Kings. Wicked men. Go ahead.
who persuaded many.
Who persuaded many. Oh, Martin Luther King. Goddamn Origin Mike. Little black boys and little black girls that play together. They'll never play together. We can join hand in hand. We can eat at restaurants. And he didn't care about that. He just wanted to be openly with his white women. He didn't want to have to hide and go out of town to the banks, to the city limits to go to hotels to sleep with white women. He wanted to have it openly. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton want support from the white man to fill their pockets up. They persuade many. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you pastors and a lot of you so-called civil rights leaders, like, you know what I'm saying, switched up and persuaded us that going with Donald Trump was the right way, especially in that first presidency. He was hugging and kissing babies and shaking hands, and all y'all were just leached onto him like a tick on a dog for whatever promises he promised y'all. Keep reading.
Con, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
Like,
Let's go make a deal with them. Let's go make a deal with the people that's hanging us from trees and shooting us in our back and unaliving our children and falsely accusing and falsely arresting us. Let's go make a covenant. Let's go make a deal with it. Let's go make a pact with them. The scripture said he was wicked man of Israel. Whoever telling you to make a pact and a covenant with the same people that's oppressing you is wicked. Keep going.
God, that around about us.
Mm-hmm.
For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
So they saying, since Trump took the food stamps down, how we gonna put food in our damn in our house? If we go out and try to do our own thing, how we gonna survive? Not knowing that we can survive without them. We're supposed to survive without them. That's where you get the Black Wall Street from. And all those other major black owned cities that survived during the Great Depression when the oppressor was at his lowest. And blacks and Americans, blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics were thriving in their own little cities. But wicked men persuaded many to make a covenant with them so they can eat off their table, get the crumbs off their table. Keep reading.
God. So this device pleased them well.
Mm-hmm.
Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen.
That's like when you so-called hey, shalom, officer. That's like when you so-called black politicians start dibbing and dabbing in politics. You know what I mean? When you try to come and be just like them and you put on your suit and tie and you try to put on all the rules and regulations on us that they got for them that don't fit us. They don't benefit us none at all. Keep going.
Con. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen.
Following the custom of the heathen. What's the custom of the heathens? Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day, New Year's, 4th of July, eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. Them customs of the heathens. Your holidays are customs of heathens to a black, Hispanic, and Native American. That's what that is. Keep going.
Con.
Interracial marriages. Don't forget that. Keep going.
And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. Now, when the kingdom was established
And
before,
sold to do mischief. It's like, my bad. Made themselves and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves. But how we forsaking our covenant? Eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, celebrating these pagan holidays, forsaking the things that we did like circumcision. You know what I mean? All this is us forsaking the customs and the commandments of the Lord. So that's like, and that's the thing, like, That's like Slackers. My bad. I always get caught reading them because it's a like very important things down here in these Christians. But us forsaking who we are and taking on the customs of heathens and our oppressors destroyed us as a nation. Now we don't know which way to go. We don't know who we are. We don't know our nationality. We don't know, what I'm saying, our customs and things we did before the transatlantic slave. We don't know none of that. We calling ourselves African Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. We calling ourselves everything but the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? So come, we're gonna drop that. Drop that. Let me get Hosea 9 and let me see. Um, let me see. Um, Let me see. My bad. Let's 1 second. Select my bad. That ain't the one I wanted to get. My bad. Give me Leviticus 18 and 3.
Con.
Thought that was the one. Like it, y'all. It's like watching a 6-year-old give a book before or a book he can actually Walter Hangley. What are you talking about, Walter Hangley? If you want to be a scoffer today, what are you talking about? You bet you don't know what the hell you talking about. What are you talking about?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
If I could, to touch a little bit on what we was going over earlier in the Maccabees,
Mm-hmm.
like you were saying, it's there's nothing new under the sun. So like
Right.
it's the same thing that's going on, and that's been going on for years, even over here in America. Like because somebody with a black face um come to tell and try to tell our people, this and this and that, because it's a black face attached to it, off the rip. A lot of our people, they just go with it, they kind of just go with whatever the brother is talking about because you know what I'm saying, it's one of our own. Like, hey, like this is a brother talking. This is a whoever talking. But with Negroes like MLK, Jesse Jackson, or Al Sharpton, and what I'm saying, or whoever. Basically, all they was trying to do was get us to, join with the heathen, follow after the customs of the heathen. When the Bible, just like we read, just like we went over, the Bible calls these men out of Israel wicked men. Any man who's trying to tell you to join to the heathen or do this or anything, what I'm saying, that has to do with cooperating or trying to be at peace with the heathen, the Bible call these men, wicked, like what we just read in the Maccabees.
Right. Nah, you're absolutely right. And that's the thing. Like in the slavery days, they called them house Negroes. The house Negro and the field Negro didn't ever get along. And that's the separation that the oppressor put between the two, because the field Negro always on his mind every day is a way to get up out of there. He always thinking of ways to escape and get up from up under his slave master. But the house Negro, he want to stay. He feel like he got it good because he get meat every now and then, or he ain't got to work as hard in the field, or he get to stay in the house and be up on the master all the time. So he feel like he got it better. He don't feel like he's a slave. You know what I mean? He feel like he's just as important than the master until he have sons and daughters, and the master give his sons and daughters away, or the master beat him for something that he did, or the master SA his wife, then he's brung back to reality.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if you got that Leviticus 18:3, start at 1 all the way to 3.
Okay. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto who?
The children of Israel.
No, everybody.
The children of Israel.
Speak unto all nations.
The children of Israel.
So whoever Walter is, and you too afraid to come on and say who you is, or whatever the case may be, this is to any heathen or oppressor or non-Israelites. This is for the children of Israel. And we don't give a damn about what you think. We don't give a damn about you yourself personally. I don't. Because this class and these scriptures and these records are not for no stinking heathen or non-Israelite. So we speaking unto the children of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So you go enjoy your stuffing and your turkey on your day, and the Lord will enjoy his when he bring down judgment like he been doing on America.
Right.
So read verse 2 again.
Okay. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Salakia, I am the Lord your God.
See, the Most High God is our God. He's not your God. He's not nobody else's God. He's the God of the children of Israel. He always say, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. When has that became all nations? It never did. Keep reading.
Okay. After the doings of the land of Egypt.
After doing of the land of who?
The doings of the land of Egypt.
Are we not in modern day Egypt now? Didn't they fashion Washington, D.C. after the land of Egypt? Egypt is bondage. So after the doing in the land of bondage, and we were in the land of bondage still to this day, keep going.
Gone. Wherein ye dwelt,
Wherein we dwelling right now,
shall ye not do.
we shouldn't do nothing that our oppressor tell us to do. We shouldn't follow none of his ways. After the doing of the land of Egypt, that means all these pagan so-called holidays, this holiday season, all of this crap they got going on. The Lord says, what?
Shall ye not do.
The Lord is saying, don't do them. You shouldn't do them. Do not do them. Keep reading.
Gone. And after the doings of the land of Canaan,
Mm-hmm.
whither I bring you,
Mm-hmm.
shall ye not do.
Mm-hmm.
Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances.
No, you shouldn't even walk in their ordinance. You shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day, New Year's, birthdays, 4th of July, Halloween, Columbus Day, President's Day. None of that. You hate God if you do so, and you love your oppressor. This is the Lord God of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, giving you order, giving you a commandment, telling you what to do and what not to do. And celebrating these pagan holidays, the Lord said you should not do them. So this is a law. It's in Leviticus. Drop that. Let's get First Corinthians 10 and 20. Only a slave would believe that God loves everybody. I'm gonna just throw that out there. Matter of fact, you already there?
Gone, sir.
Oh, hey,
I
if you're
got
already
you.
there, no sweat. I was finna take you. We'll get it right after that.
Gone.
Go ahead.
It's the book of First Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 20.
Hold on, wait. All right, go ahead. Start at you can start it. My bad. Do 20.
Gone. It's the book of First Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice,
No, who?
the Gentiles
Who are the Gentiles?
sacrifice,
In this context, who are the Gentiles?
Salakia,
Go ahead.
it'll be Israelites that's not keeping the law.
Not in this context. Now there's some contents that says like, what you're saying is talking about them. But that's why contents is everything, because there are two types of Gentiles. There's one Gentile that are non-Israelites, like other nations, heathens, and then there's the Gentiles of the nation of Israel that's not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. In this context, it's talking about the other nations.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So this is talking about the other nations. Go ahead.
Okay. They sacrifice to devils.
They sacrifice to who?
To devils.
That Thanksgiving ham and Thanksgiving turkey and Christmas ham and turkey and all that other stuff is a sacrifice to who?
To devils.
Mm-hmm.
And not to God.
And not to God. So the Lord is not going to bless that Christmas turkey. He's not going to bless that Thanksgiving ham. He's not going to appreciate that Christmas tree that you put. Do you know a lot of people's houses catch on fire because of that Christmas tree? That should let you know something. T. Reed.
Okay. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils.
You should have no kind of dealings with devils. No fellowship with them. Because their whole purpose is to lure you away from your law, statute, from the Lord's, from your power. And how he do that is by you breaking the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord commanded us to do. That's how he gained control of the nation of Israel. Yeah. That was read verse 21.
Okay. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
You can't say you're a follower of Christ. You can't say you love God and you love the Lord and you love Jesus Christ and you love your brother as thy neighbor. You can't say all these things, but you celebrating pagan holidays. You got hatred in your heart for your brother. You don't love your brother as you love yourself. You don't love the Lord because you don't follow him or do his commandments. That's Christian. That's a Christian. If I ever seen one, this is the same thing. This is identifying a Christian. You can't go to church on Sundays and do all this praise and worship and all this other stuff, and then when you leave church, smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, selling drugs, sleeping with another man's wife. You know what I'm saying? Or eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. You can't do all them things that you say is righteous, but you following the ways of your oppressor. Because we all know that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
Any more on that?
Slack a little bit more.
Go ahead.
Okay. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils.
Look at that. You can't call yourself a Christian while you hanging up that Christmas tree. You can't call yourself a Christian while you celebrating the slaughter of your brothers, the so-called Native Americans. That's what Thanksgiving is. It's remembering the day that the colonials and Christopher Columbus and his people slaughtered the Native Americans after they helped them survive the winter. Just think about this. If they had a celebration of the slaughter of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, or black people, every year they celebrated this day that they went and they killed a whole bunch of black people, would you still celebrate that day too? Even if you knew what that day meant, would you still celebrate it? That's how you got to think about stuff. I be visioning in my mind, like I'm visioning in my mind just what that day would look like. Sometimes sometimes I just close my eyes and try to imagine a day of black people celebrating the death of black people. That's crazy. That's insane to me. I don't know. That's crazy. Drop that. Let's get Jeremiah. Jeremiah, where we going with it? Let's see. Um, let's go first. Let's get Jeremiah 6:20, and then we're gonna get Jeremiah 10:2. And I appreciate you rocking out with me, True.
Yeah, con, sir. No sweat. Anytime. And on that, sir, whenever you need to read,
Yeah, you got it.
con. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, verse 20. Salakia, for what purpose cometh there to me incense from Sheba, and the sweet cane from a far country?
Mm-hmm.
Your burnt offerings are not acceptable.
That pig, that Thanksgiving dinner is not acceptable. It's not acceptable to the Most High. He doesn't accept those things. So, he's not accepting that stuff. He's not accepting none of those fake holidays that y'all goddamn support. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. Man, like, everybody there? You there? You with me?
Con.
You know what I'm saying? My bad. Keep going. He said all of that is not acceptable. No matter how much you try to throw the Lord name and all that wickedness you're doing, He not accepting. Go ahead.
Con. Nor your sacrifices sweet unto me.
That pig you cooking, even in Thanksgiving turkey, even if you be like, oh well, we ain't eating no pork, even that Thanksgiving turkey, that Christmas turkey is still not acceptable to the Most High. Y'all ain't doing it for traditions. You're doing it because your oppressor told you this is the day of things. We celebrate the day. And the thing is too, y'all just don't understand that every so-called holiday that your oppressor has presented to you is a day where they slaughter your people. It's a day where they did some kind of evil towards a Black, Hispanic, and Native American. They say What about Christmas? Christmas is the birth of Jesus. Oh, is it now? Who told you that? Hold Jeremiah 10 and 2 and get me Colossians 2 and 8.
Okay.
When you got Colossians 2 and 8, go ahead. We gonna pop them with this one.
Ha. Okay. It's the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you.
Where lest any man spoil you. Go ahead.
Okay. Through philosophy and
Through
vain
philosophy. Uh-huh.
and vain deceit.
And vain deceit. Lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. The philosophy is, in this point, they told you that December 25th was Jesus Christ's birthday. That's a philosophy that men came up with. Christ didn't, you never read that in the Bible. I give $100 to anybody in the Bible that can show me that December 25th was Jesus Christ's birthday. That's a philosophy that your oppressor came up with. That's vain deceit. Vain means nothing. Go ahead.
Okay. After the tradition of men,
Of God,
of men,
of angels.
of men,
Out of the Bible that it said December 25th is.
of men.
This is the philosophy of and traditions of men. Which men? Your oppressor. Go ahead.
Okay. After the rudiments of the world.
You got the whole world thinking that December 25th is Jesus Christ's birthday. And you got the whole world thinking that Thanksgiving is a day of giving thanks where you get with your family and y'all celebrate having each other and celebrate good food and just celebrate in times and just being around family. How come Thanksgiving is the only time that you got to suffer to be around the people that you do not like? Why is that the only time that y'all go to Big Mama house or your grandma house or your auntie house or even your own mama house? Some of y'all won't even go see y'all mama. Don't even like y'all mama, but Thanksgiving, there y'all go, huddled up around that table, acting like y'all love each other. Why don't y'all do that any other day?
Like you.
Go ahead.
And that's so crazy because even the oppressor dictate what days you get that you get a lot of us get to see our family. A lot of us won't even go and like you said, so check on mama, check on big mama, shoot your cousin or whatever, unless it's a damn holiday. So like you.
Nah, your hand. I'm saying that's true. Your grandma can't even get you to go over there and cut the yard for her. But on Thanksgiving, you over there eating up that food. And what you said is heavy because your oppressor tell you when you can act like a family and when you don't. Your oppressor allows you to go around your family on this day because he said so. Traditions and the rudiment of the world. Vain philosophy of men. Go ahead.
Come. And not after Christ.
Not after none of these things that y'all do, y'all claim y'all know ain't after Christ. Like Christ never said that I'm celebrating. When did Christ ever celebrate his birthday? So if Christ's not celebrating his own birthday, why are you doing it? Christ never told y'all he was born on December 25th. See, and your pastors are wicked men because they won't teach y'all these things. Let's jump back to Jeremiah 10:2. Let's show them the traditions of men and the rudiments of the world and the vain philosophy. Let's show them, truth. We're going to bring it up today. They're going to learn.
Oh, sir. No doubt.
Yeah, right. Whenever you got it, go ahead, priest. Start at verse 1. Because we want them to know who's saying this. Because Officer Chaanak ain't saying it. Trooper Kamar, he ain't saying it. Let's hear where we get it from.
Con. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh. Which the Lord speaketh.
Nah, that's a Trooper Kamar.
Which the Lord speaketh.
Officer cannot speak these words.
Which the Lord speaketh.
Jeremiah.
Which the Lord speaketh.
The Lord spoke these words to Jeremiah. Not even the prophet Jeremiah came up with this himself. The Lord. Keep reading.
Unto you, O house of Israel.
O house of all the world.
Of Israel.
Every nation.
Of Israel.
Of you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Lord is speaking the word to you. Keep reading.
Con. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. Don't learn Thanksgiving. Don't learn Christmas. Don't learn Valentine's Day. Don't learn birthdays. Do not learn New Year's. Do not learn Halloween. Do not learn Christopher Columbus Day. Do not learn President's Day. Do not learn none of these heathen ways. Kwanzaa and all this other bull crap. Do not learn these. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Keep going.
Con. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Don't be dismayed at the things that they call that are in heaven. A lot of y'all be so tuned in with the damn zodiac signs and all this other bull crap and these and that, and got these big ass rocks around your damn necks talking about they crystals and these beads and all that. These are heathen ways, man. They mean nothing. They vain philosophies. None of that mean nothing. Go ahead.
Con. For the heathen are dismayed at them.
The heathen, they partake in these things. They care about what your zodiac sign is. They care about talking about your aura and this and that and reading your palms and all this crap that don't mean nothing. They care about that crap. Why do you shouldn't care about it? Why you care about it? Why you care about President's Day when all the presidents had our people in slavery? Why you care about Valentine's Day when it ain't nothing but a day for it was a day for them heathens to have orgies? Like, if y'all don't understand that these pagan holidays is white oppression, even your oppressor tell you what day you can love your woman, to treat her nice and to give her flowers and candies and take her out on dates. Some of you niggas don't do that. If it was on Valentine's Day, your lady will never see a flower or a piece of candy. It'll make her feel like she just special woman. She get treated like that for one day because your oppressor say so. That's crazy. Keep going.
Con with con. For the customs of the people are vain,
Our what?
are vain,
Our tradition.
are vain,
Or because it's family.
are vain.
All of y'all customs that y'all follow that the oppressor gave y'all are vain. Does anybody know what vain mean? Vain means nothing. It's nothing. You doing it for nothing. It don't mean nothing. So if you doing something that don't mean nothing, why are you doing it? Make that make sense. When you ask your child, why you acting up? I don't know. Why you do that? I don't know. Well, why you do it? I don't know. That's how y'all sound. You don't know why you doing something. You just doing it because you doing it. Keep going.
Con with con. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Oh, here we go. This is sounding very familiar. For one, cut of the tree out of the forest. We know where y'all get them trees from. You know where y'all get them Christmas trees from. Keep going.
Con with con. The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
Uh-uh. Keep going.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
Oh, they ain't decking the halls of folly. That's how I go. Deck the halls with all that. Y'all decking that Christmas tree. Y'all putting them little shiny balls around it, the lights, all that. Y'all doing that for vain. Y'all doing that for nothing. Go ahead. Y'all deck it with gold and silver. Uh-huh.
Con with con. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
Y'all got to put that thing in them little Christmas tree things that hold the tree up. It don't stand up by itself.
They are upright as the palm tree,
As the what?
as the palm tree.
It's not that Christmas tree a palm tree.
Okay.
See there? The Lord ain't with Christmas. He ain't with going to Walmart or going to these little tents and buying them Christmas trees and the Saturnalia. That's what it is, Saturnalia. It's an actual pagan holiday. Keep reading.
Con with con. But speak not.
It don't speak.
They
Mm-hmm.
must okay. They must needs be born because they cannot go.
Once they cut it down out of them woods, it don't do nothing but it's just there.
Be not afraid of them,
Mm-hmm.
for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good.
It ain't nothing. That shit is just all vanity. All your pagan holidays, the holidays that you celebrate, is just vanity. It's nothing. It's heathen pagan worship that your oppressors bestowed upon you when they conquered you. Now that they got you in slavery, you got to do as they tell you to do. So the next time somebody tell me, what does a Christmas tree have to do anything with the birth of Christ anyway? It done got so bad that they taking the things that they try to associate Christ with Christmas. They don't even do that no more. It's all about them wearing matching pajamas and taking pictures and doing all this other crazy crap. It ain't even got nothing to do with Christ no more, as they said in the beginning. So what that tell you? This don't have nothing to do with being spiritual or being righteous. It has everything to do with loving your oppressor because the oppressor told you to do these certain things on this day and you doing it. But God said he hate that and don't follow the ways of the heathen. They don't do as they do because you are a chosen people that I chose to be my people, and I chose you to be above all people and to be separate. You're not separate if you're following the custom of heathens and Gentiles. That ain't called separation. That's called you following them. You being a part of them. You doing what the hell they do. You're not doing what the Lord is doing. And you can't call yourself a spiritual person or a righteous person when you going up against the Lord. Christians like to call themselves spiritual and holy and all this other stuff when they bucking up against the same person they claim they serve. You don't serve the Lord when you doing what he don't tell you, what he telling you not to do. You serving yourself. You following the traditions of men and not of Christ. Drop that truth. Let me get Galatians 4 and 10.
Okay.
Make sure that's the keep going. All right, go ahead when you got it.
Okay. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Ye observe days and months and times and years.
Yeah, it's telling you. That's what y'all do.
I am afraid of you, lest I have bestowed upon you labor in vain.
Nah, that's it. That's it on that. I just wanted you to read what it says. Like you observe days and months and times and years. You have your oppressor gives you the month, the time, the year, and the date to observe these holidays, and you do them. But if you ask somebody, do they observe the Passover, or do they know the Feast of Unleavened Bread is, or do they observe the Day of Atonement, or do they do the Feast of Tabernacle, the blowing of the trumpets? They don't know what these days are. They don't know what these high holy days are. But these days are in the Bible. These feast days are known in the Bible. They're in the Bible. Thanksgiving ain't in the Bible. Valentine's Day's not in the Bible. New Year's not in the Bible. Christmas is in the Bible, but it tells you not to observe it. They tell you that it's a wicked day. So why come you know these days, but you don't know the days that the Lord told the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to observe throughout all their generation? You don't know none of the days of the Lord, but you know every day of your oppressor. And you observe them and doing well. You go all out for them. Next month is Christmas for you Christians and you faith. And guess what's gonna happen? Y'all gonna go all out for these damn badass kids that y'all don't love anyway. that y'all barely take care of. Y'all gonna go all out. Some of y'all gonna even get evicted because y'all trying to buy Christmas presents and keep up with the Jones. And it's all gonna be for nothing. Go out and buy a whole bunch of matching pajamas and act like y'all just such a family. When the day after Christmas, y'all gonna be back arguing, back telling each other that y'all hate each other. Showing each other that y'all hate each other. After Thanksgiving, ain't nobody gonna go over Big Mama house and check on her and make sure she all right. None of y'all gonna call each other the next day and say, hey, what's up? Let's get together. Oh, what you doing Saturday? Let's go to grandma's house and check and cook for grandma. None of y'all ain't gonna do none of that crap. So why y'all around here faking and acting like this is what it is? Just let it be known and let it be true. Y'all hate the Lord. Y'all hate his laws, statutes, and commandments. Y'all hate his feast days and his high holy days. And y'all love everything that your oppressor tell you to do. Y'all love it. Y'all love y'all oppressor more than y'all love y'all God. Matter of fact, your oppressor is your God. And if you believe and if you think like that, the Bible called y'all wicked men. So, True, you got anything you want to bring up, man?
So like I just wanted to say real quick on that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like you said, what you bringing out so real heavy, like especially like when it comes to everything the oppressor want to do, or the oppressor uh tell our folks to do. Like it could be something that's even as silly as Halloween, like a bunch of grown Salakia grown men dressing up in costumes and goddamn going house to house collecting candy and shit like that. But um, motherfucker can't come to the Passover, can't fast, take a fast for a day, like what it say in the
Day of Atonement.
Khan in the Day of Atonement. When it comes to the Lord, what the Lord is asking, like what the Bible is truly asking. You know what I'm saying? It's it's a toss up on that, but when it comes to the oppressor and doing dumb shit like buying a tree and putting boxes under the down, you know what I'm saying? No matter what he asks, you know what I'm saying? You just with it.
Right.
Off the rip, you just with it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to what the Lord actually, and it could be something as simple as like even breaking it down to the 10 Commandments, don't steal or something, or don't commit adultery, don't sleep with the next man, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, can't do that. But you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the oppressor and his laws and his stupid holidays, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no contest with that. You know what I'm saying? Folks just going they just gonna go with it. Like it ain't no argument, ain't no contest, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever he wants, like whatever he want, whatever he got out there, whatever his holidays or his laws, whatever your white daddy tell you to do, you know what I'm saying? You just go right with it.
Right. Now we gonna see. I got a challenge for all you so-called Christians, all you people that say that y'all love God and y'all love Jesus Christ. My challenge to y'all is to not celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas. Do not go to your parents' house on Thanksgiving or the grandma house. Show some restraint. Don't buy no gifts on Christmas. Matter of fact, if you did buy Christmas gifts, give them to them right now. Give them to your kids right now. Give anybody a gift that you bought for Christmas. Give it to them right now. If you call yourself a follower of Christ, do that. Don't go to your grandparents' house or whoever's cooking Thanksgiving And whatever gift you got for whoever that you brought for Christmas, give it to them right now. I dare y'all. And with that, I'm going to end the class, man. Hey, Tawada, Trooper, come on, man, for hanging out and rocking with me, man. Couldn't have done it without you, brother. I appreciate you holding it down. Tawada to everybody in the chat. Tawada to everybody that's looking on YouTube online, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just keep pushing, man. And like this is for real, man. A lot of y'all gonna be tested, man. A lot of y'all claim that y'all, like Christ said, a lot of y'all confess with y'all mouth, but y'all hearts are far from them, are far from Christ. Y'all say y'all love Jesus Christ, but y'all mind is way far off. So during these pagan holiday seasons, man, y'all gonna have to strap up and strap down and show the Lord that you rocking with him, and he'll show you he rocking with you. And with that, I'm gonna say Yahawadah Shem Yahweh Shai Baraka Thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Thabah Shem Yahweh Shai to the sisters. Shalom, Israel.
Hey, Islam, Israel.